Changing things a little bit with the guru. We normally do it about 8:40. We're gonna do it at 8:20 now. Why? Because this way we can involve you at 800-223-9797. I'm not gonna give out his name because he works here, and I don't want him to have any more problems. I mean, he's worried about getting kicked out of the house. The worst thing you can do is come on, Ebro, in the morning, give your name, and talk about your business. But you, sir, are Nigerian.
Yes, indeed.
And how old are you?
26.
And you were born in Nigeria?
No, I was born in Queens.
Queens. All right. But your parents, old school.
Yeah, both came in like early 80s. Both born in Nigeria.
And what's your fear today?
I just got a serious girlfriend after a long time, and I'd never really.
How long is a long time?
7
Ever?
years.
Hey, is this your first person you have sex with?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was just checking.
Close to it. Serious girlfriend.
Just checking. But your first series, this is it.
Yeah.
This is gotta meet mom time.
It's coming up on that. It's.
What chat room did you guys meet in?
Is she pressuring you that she wants to meet the family?
No, not yet. But last week there was an issue where she wanted me to stay over, and I was like, I still live at home with my parents, and I was like, that's not possible.
So wait, what time do you have to be home?
It's not really a set time, but they really want to know where I am, and I definitely have to come home basically every night, unless I'm telling them ahead of time that I've got work all day. I'm gonna go stay at a hotel or something.
This is stress at 27.
Wow.
I never had to deal with nothing like this, fellas. But let's go to the relationship guru. You are asking the guru what today?
What is the best way for me to well, I want to move out, but I think what's the best way for me to get my parents to understand that I'm 27 and that I have a girlfriend. Things are going to happen, and I need them to understand.
Talk about it.
Well, look, if you have to explain to your parents, who have how many children?
3.
How it happens, guess what, my G?
You're a liar.
Congratulations.
But to add on
You
to
played
it,
yourself.
because you mentioned this earlier, traditional Nigerian parents are known to shun their children if they don't agree with your personal life.
They will I'm afraid of getting kicked out. I've got family that ended up kicked out over very, very minor things.
And they just don't talk to them ever again?
No, they talk to them, but they just don't live there anymore.
Oh.
And I live at home and I don't pay rent or anything, so it's kind of clutch right now. I have a job and I'm saving, but I'm not at that point where I'm saved enough to do whatever I want, peace out, and then.
All right. 27, Nigerian from Queens, relationship guru. Do you have any advice?
Yes, of course. Well, first of all, I want to ask you this. When you guys met, what video game were you playing where you met on the headphones?
I met the young lady on Tinder.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's not explain that to your Nigerian parents. We don't need to let them know all about Tinder.
I think I need to ask one more question.
You said he made that mistake
Go
already.
Yeah.
Oh, you already explained that you met her on an app?
I didn't say I met her. I said I met her online, and my mom lost it. She was like, because my mom watches way too much investigation discovery type shows where everyone ends up murdered after they meet someone online.
Oh, good. In my own home. So is she white or is she black?
She's half white, half Asian.
Half white, half Asian.
Black man.
And you're
Is
not
that a problem too?
Is that going to be an issue?
For all of 5 minutes, and then I was she's in a good state. She's in school and she's.
Oh, so that's the big issue for your parents.
Yeah.
The quality of the person. This is looking up.
Yeah.
Guru.
Okay, yeah. I think the issue here, my friend, is not as much as your parents as it is you. See, the reason your parents treat you like a child is because you're carrying yourself like a child. You need to step to them and say, listen, I have found a relationship. I, at some point, would like to go live on my own so I can handle it like an adult. In the meantime, I would like your support and understanding that I met a great girl, and sometimes I'm going to go spend time with her, and I may not come home. I'm 27 years old. I'm trying to earn a living. I'm trying to save up, and I need you off my back so I can go out and give her this Nigerian when I need to. So says the guru.
Julia from Long Island is Nigerian. You disagree with the guru, obviously, because the guru's white. He gonna get this man beat up.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
Am I
Julia.
on?
What's your advice?
Okay, so this happened to me last year. I was with someone. I'm a young professional. I'm actually divorced, and so the person I was speaking to, he's also Nigerian, and his parents was not having it. So
Wow.
pretty much he basically ended up split up, and it really was because his parents will not talk to him because of that reason.
Wow.
So it's unfortunate, but I'm concerned because his parents have been here so long. My parents have been here like 40 years too, but they're definitely not like that. They're more liberal. So I'm just wondering why, they've been here so long, but they haven't yet kind of adjusted.
My Nigerian friend, who we're not giving his name because we don't want him to get kicked out of his house. Why are your parents so strict still, even after being here so long?
I would say that they're a little looser on most rules. It's just that specifically these things
where a baby could be involved, an extended family.
They don't want anything too early. They don't want to.
And they want to, but see, like the guru said, it's kind of your fault though because you're not financially where you need to be. They could kind of hold that over your head.
True.
Just found out, guys, his car's in his dad's name. So
Yeah,
you got to cut the ties, B, and step out here like a man.
Yeah.
Thanks,
and
Julia.
To be willing to go forward and trust your instinct too. That's very important. Because you can't. A lot of times, Nigerian parents they overpower you. So even if something that you want to do, just because you're Nigerian, you can't. And it's sad to say, but it kind of ruins a lot of people's lives like that.
Damn.
To be honest.
But I'm gonna throw something at y'all. Maybe your parents, and as parents should, are testing you to see if you really a man or grown like you think you are. Because if you really as grown as you think you are, you wouldn't even be coming to us asking for permission. You would just be like, yo, check this out, fam. I got a crib. My lady's moving in. It is what it is. I'm out. If you grown, because that's what I do. Because I'm grown.
It's like, yo, I'm out of here.
I'm out. Michelle in Brooklyn.
Yo.
You are African. You have African parents, and they're very strict.
Yes.
And what is your advice for our Nigerian friend?
Very strict. All right. He has to work the angle of how this woman is going to better themselves. African parents, they always want, they want you to be educated. They want you to live prosperly. He has to, if he truly thinks that this person is going to be a good girlfriend for him, he has to talk her up. Because he's reaching that age, if he's 27, he's reaching that age where he needs to start looking for a wife. And African parents, like the early 20s, they're all about education and everything. And it's kind of funny that they don't want him to date now because he's reaching that age. I'm 31 and I'm like a grandmother. I'm saying, I can't be like, why aren't you married?
Wow.
So he has to talk her up because then they'll say, okay, this person's going to be good for my son. But Rosenberg, but the whole
Damn.
saying I'm a man, as soon as you form your lips to say that, he will get slapped so hard because he can never disrespect our parents like that. It does not work. I had a boyfriend. My parents lived out of town. I brought the boyfriend home to meet the parents, and they made us sleep in separate rooms.
Oh my God.
Slap that ass like that.
My mom was like,
Whoa.
you can sleep in her brother's room. And I was like, seriously, Mom, you know he spends every weekend at my house. Like, it's just.
Yeah, but
that's how
not
it's gonna be.
in my
Not in
own
their
home.
house.
In my own home.
Yes, as long as
Why
you
you-
live under their roof, you have to go by their rules. There is no, you could be 50 years old and still have to tell your parents
In
where
my
you are
own
at
home.
midnight.
In my home.
but seriously,
Hey,
like,
look,
you
I'm gonna
have
tell you
to-
why. I'm gonna tell you why you're not married. You see how you just kept talking and talking and talking? That's why you're not married. I love you for listening.
bro.
Thank you.
That's so mean.